I'm not putting that in the bloopers.
Okay, good. I don't think I want that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Feeling good? Still
Feeling
happy?
good. Yeah.
Still
I'm
having
almost
fun?
done with my Coke.
Okay.
So.
When you're out of Coke, that's
And
when you know the session's over, right?
Yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome to our latest episode of Jana Reacts. I've got Jana here with me.
Hi.
And this is where we react to prog music and shuffle into various prog songs that Jana hasn't heard before and get her opinion on them. So we'll see. We've been doing this.
Everybody needs my opinion.
Yeah. We've been doing this a while for almost a year. Or maybe
by
for
the time
a year.
This comes out. Like...
I forget. We've recorded this, but it may come out in several weeks. So, but yeah, by the time this comes out, we've been doing this a year. So we've done quite a few.
Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Done like over 50 prog songs at this point. So, so you're pretty well versed in a lot of prog. So
yes.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
So let's shuffle into the song, see what we get today.
Shuffle. All
right.
Shuffle.
Oh, okay. This is a cool choice.
Marillion.
We've done them before. We've done them, a few weeks ago from recording this, but it might be a while. Script for a Jester's Tear. Yes.
Script for a Jester's Tear. I like the guys playing a
Violin, yeah. The cover's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a great cover. What's the song called?
So the song's called Script for a Jester's Tear. It's the album and the song.
Oh, okay.
It's the title track. So this is, I believe, the very first Marillion album.
Oh.
So this is in their
This is the one
early
with the
stages.
fish guy?
1983. Yeah, this is with Fish. So Marillion, they have two different eras, essentially, that most fans put them in. The first is the Fish era, who, he was the lead vocalist. And then the second is the Hogarth era, where he took over with the vocals. So.
Okay. What was the last song we did?
We did Neverland, which was the Hogarth era Marillion. But we did Kaylee, which is the Fish Marillion. More of a poppier kind of song.
Fish Marillion.
The Fish Marillion. I've been doing a lot of Marillion listening because I'm planning a big album rankings, which I'm nervous about, but...
Just do it, hon.
It'll be fun.
Your opinion is your opinion, and
I know
you can have an opinion.
Marillion fans are very dedicated and devoted
and
passionate, and they're all much more well versed in their music than me. So I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments.
Doesn't matter.
That.
You could still have an opinion and still have it be valid.
Yeah, it's more of a different style.
Yeah.
I'm listening to a lot of these for the first time, and I'm really trying to develop a love for the band, which is really going well. I really love what I'm listening to.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into this song though. This is from their very early years. This is 1983.
1983.
Yeah, so rare 80s prog music. 80s wasn't the best time for prog, but there's a few bands that kind of held down the prog
held
name.
Held down the fort.
Yeah. So this is one. So let's see what we got on this one.
I'm ready.
All right.
Script for a Jester's Tear.
Yes.
Tear.
It's Tear, yeah.
So here I am once more in the playground of the broken hearts. One more experience, one more.
Uh-oh. I liked the 10 seconds I heard.
All right, let's try again.
That's a lot of lyrics. This is how many minutes?
8 minutes, 42 seconds. It's almost 9 minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
That's great.
Let's do it. Okay.
Take 2.
So here I am once more in the playground of the broken hearts. One more experience, one more entry in a diary self-penned. Yet another emotional suicide, overdosed on sentiment and pride. Too late to say I love you. Too late to restage the play, abandoning the relics in my playground of yesterday. I'm losing on the swings, I'm losing on the roundabouts, I'm losing on the swings, I'm losing on the roundabouts. Too much, too soon, too far to go, too late to play. The game is on. On the other side of morning, promised wedding now awake. Promised wedding now awake.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that one. I remember the last Marillion song thinking it was too long.
Okay.
Because it was just like the same song. Like it didn't have a lot of variation. This one had a lot of variation. I really liked it.
Oh, cool.
So I thought this was really, really great. It had that that beginning section where it was... I was counting to 8, so I'm assuming it's like a 8/8. I don't know. With counting the eighth notes, and but I'm not sure because there was like every couple bars there was a syncopation where they were playing the notes not on the beat, and so. But I was like in my head, I'm like I'm gonna keep counting, and then it lined up by the end. So I think it was I don't know. I'm not a musical. A musical analyst at all. Okay. But cool. But I liked that syncopation because it sounded like off kilter for a bit, and then it would lock into like the straight, 4/4/8/8, beats, and so I like that it would have like to what sounded to my ear, it would sound off. It would sound off, like off kilter, like that's what the syncopation does by playing notes on the upbeat, and so being able to hear that and then hear it lock in, and then it goes back to that. So it was like this pattern of going back and forth between not that this is chaotic at all, but like it's like feeling of going from chaos to calm. and back and forth. And I just really liked that because it was like chaos and then a resolution, and you felt like that relief when you're listening to it. So
very cool.
I really liked that. So and then I liked the lyrics, like those like about lost love and like somebody who's regretting like that they missed their chance.
Okay.
You know? Like he said something about I'll hold my peace at your wedding, you know, like speak now, forever hold your peace, you know. So like I'll hold my peace at your wedding and I thought that was really cool. So it was like the first part of it was like the prog rock song, and the second part of it was like this love ballad. Okay. And all sad. Not sad, but like, you know, lost love.
Yeah. So it's like I find it very like dramatic. Like there's a lot of like at least in the vocal performance, like he is very expressive with his vocals. Yes, and his
voice was amazing. Yeah, I just totally cut in.
No, that's cool. Cut in more. So I that's all I really want to say. He's very dramatic, expressive vocalist, and that comes out. So it kind of like really expresses the emotion of the piece, and like you said, kind of this like broken-hearted kind of feel. I think it's expressed really well. I always find it interesting with these kind of early Marillion songs that it's like it's pretty conventional like structure, I think. I mean, it's a longer song and there's a few different like parts to it, but there's parts that sound like not too far from like kind of an 80s rock ballad or something like that, and like there's nothing super like crazy proggy going on too much, you know, beyond just being a longer piece, being a bit more expressive in the like style, being a kind of more theatrical in their presentation, and having a couple different like sections. Like I feel like at the end it kind of shifted to a different style and different kind of section, like you were kind of talking about. So I've always wondered about that, like some of these early Marillion albums, like they're not super symphonic heavy prog like some of the early 70s stuff did, you know, but it has a little tastes of it, little bits of it, just to kind of give you just enough to know the style that you're working in here, I guess. But it's like it's bringing a style into the 80s and into this more kind of style. Yeah. So it's a blending of different things.
It's great. I love that about it.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting what happened in the 80s, because a lot of the traditional prog bands went pop, essentially. Like Genesis became like a total pop band. And Yes even did stuff, you know, while creative, more in a pop lane, like Owner of Lonely Heart and, you know, stuff like that. But this was a band that really tried to keep the prog banner flowing while still having some 80s style kind of influences of the sounds of the time. So it still sounds like it comes from that time period, but they're, you know, being more adventurous and willing to bring those prog influences that a lot of the traditional prog bands were kind of moving away from. So it's kind of interesting that they decided to stick to that kind of banner and that decision. So
that's great. I'd love it.
Yeah. Kind of cool. So this is very early in the band. This is like their very first song. So kind of cool.
Well, they did great from the very beginning. Yeah,
it came out the gate with a really cool, emotional, creative song, and it's a really cool album in general that this came from. So, and I'm trying to discover a lot of the Marillion work, which this feels very different than where they develop into the Hogarth era, which sounds a lot different than this. So cool that a band's willing to evolve and do different things and expand their sound, and, you know, that they're willing to evolve and not just stay stuck in one lane. So I kind of like that about them, that their sound develops through the years. It's not like hearing their recent album sounds a lot different than this album does. There's a big leap in development and evolution, and just them taking upon themselves kind of the style of the era that they're in, but also being true to themselves in the same breath. So that's what's great about Marillion, and hopefully I'll get into them more when I do my album rankings and stuff.
Do it.
So I try on this channel to just celebrate these artists and their accomplishments and never be negative, and to always, because this is great music, and all these bands deserve praise and deserve to be heard. So I always want to bring positive attention and energy. So I love this band. I'm loving them more as I'm really exploring their catalog in this project. So
yeah, this is a good one.
So yeah,
I liked it a lot.
Thank you guys for joining us on this episode. I think we're good there, right?
Yeah.
So
we're good.
Please subscribe if you haven't yet. We do these weekly videos where we react to prog music, and we'd love to have you on board. It's been a lot of fun, and we've cultivated kind of a cool musical community here. So thank you guys so much for all of your support and attention, and we just appreciate everything you guys do. And please enjoy the music.
Enjoy the music.
All right. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.